Hello, everybody. John Henderson Pierre, the Beer Ramble. Look at Yuengling Light. 3.3% ABV. This is probably one of the lighter lagers that are out there right now. Um, Very light to me, but it's a poor score in Beer Advocate. No shock there. Hmm. America's oldest brewery, of course, started in 1829, which claim they have over Budweiser and Miller and Coors, but them and Boston Beer Company proudly say are American owned and are not bought out. But as we know, money talks, BS walks. So we'll see. But anyhow, here's what the lager looks. It's of course the light version of the traditional lager by Yuengling, which gets a pretty good score. That's their flagship beer. This one, you have the Lord Chesterfield Ale, the Black and Tan, the Porter, the Premium Lager, the Premium Light, and now recently into the mix now is their IPL, their India Pale Lager, not IPA ale, but lager, of course. There you go. You see what it looks. It still has the traditional color of a traditional of it looks like it's traditional lager. On to the scent. It has the lager scent. It has the same aroma as the traditional lager, but so a lot of caramel, a lot of malt. So onto the sip. Hmm. Well, it tastes like the lager, but it's more watered down this version than the other. So same style, really, as the traditional lager, but oh well. Of course, as I said, Yingling, I said their claim they are the oldest brewery, and they're proud to say they're American owned, based in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. They have another brewery also, I believe, in Pennsylvania, and another brewery in Tampa, which reaches most of the South market. Um, we here in the state of Alabama started getting their beers back in 2009, I say, and parts of Tennessee and Georgia and whatnot. So right now they're in I think 19 states. They're in. Um, they just recently arrived in Mississippi. They really started getting a lot of their beers, but just the four main ones. We get the traditional lager, we get the light, we get the black and tan, and we get the IPL. And the IPL, we don't get the Chesterfield Ale, we don't get the premium lager or the premium light in our area. So Louisiana doesn't have it yet. Neither does a couple of other states in the South. But what the ownership has always done, Dick Yingling, he's always kept a very small business. Richard Yingling, I think the second, I believe it is the son. And now him and his daughters are soon going to be taking over the business. His four daughters. They keep a very small business mind to their beer, which is okay. But like as I said in many of the videos I've done previously, let's just say you're a guy, you're visiting Pennsylvania, you're from maybe California, you're visiting the Poconos area, and you try the traditional lager, like, damn, that's some good freaking beer, and but they don't sell in California. Or you're visiting from Oregon, or you're visiting from Nebraska, or you're visiting from Texas, or Louisiana, you visit PA, or you visit, New Jersey or whatever, or Alabama, you see this beer and you try. I say, "Ooh, what's Yuengling? What is this beer?" You try it, man. They haven't reached farther out west. You know, and again, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to run their business. You know, believe me, who the F am I to say that? But slowly but surely, he's taking a business approach that step by step by step by step by step by step by step, and soon enough, we'll make our way into certain markets that we know we can reach and will be available. Um, it's amazing. Boston Beer Company. Sam Adams, of course, the owners. Jim Cook. To me, I don't consider him a microbrewer. To me, he's kind of up there with the BMCs. I mean, even though he is American owned, yes, he is that. It is American owned, but he's kind of the big wig. Up there smoking the big cigars, making the wheeling and dealing. You know, and I think one of the things where I've kind of always liked about Yingling. I mean, I like Sam Adams too. I like Boston Beer, kind of like Jim Cook and the beers he put out. The Rebel IPA, the Boston Lager, of course, the Summer Ale, and they're light. They're all good beers. But I've always liked about the Yingling family and what they do is there's, you know, this sort of, we're gonna take our time. We're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna put out the best stuff, best ingredients, and we're gonna give you the best quality beer. And sort of a man who was very patient and slowly kind of build himself up, build himself up, build himself, build himself, build himself. So, and you got to admire that about that company. So, and hopefully, again, their beers are just as good. And, I've always enjoyed them. I've never had anything negative to say about their beers. I think their beers are quite good. The IPL I thought was probably one of the better Indian Pale lagers or within that style that I've had in some time. But you know, um, they've kind of done it a way that like most small businesses are doing it. So um, I probably have the numbers wrong about their states and where they've reached. I said 19 states they're out there. It could be still 18, could be 20, who knows? But I know they're in Mississippi right now. I don't think they're in Louisiana or Texas or Arkansas yet. But sooner or later, within time, as they say, step by step by step, they'll make their way and reach their share of what they want. But they're doing well. I've seen a lot of their videos, and like I said, I admire their aspects of what they've done in making it probably a very successful you know beer company. And none of their beers are horrible. I think they're all are excellent. So I really love that Lord Chesterfield. I will hopefully try that when I visit home in Jersey, or the the porter or the premium lager or the premium light. But all right, back to this beer, the traditional lager. It ain't bad, folks. Again, again, light lagers, as I said in all my videos, they are what they are. Enjoyed with some chips and dip. Red beans and rice. Something hot and spicy, or you just sitting out in the yard on a nice summer day as the weather about to get warmer and warmer now. A lot of these light lagers and this or the Bud Lights or the you know the Bush Lights or Milwaukee Lights are going to become very popular to sip and try now because it is getting warmer and you want something easy and refreshing without all the calories and enjoyable. So I'm going to give this beer an 8. So tell me what you think. If you like it, leave your comments on the bottom. An 8 for me. John and Pierre, the Beer Ramble, telling you to keep on watching. And as always, cheers.